The boys.
Boys from
back.
We back.
How y'all doing?
Well, boys, what we got on the agenda today?
You know, we're doing a Pop Smoke reaction, and we're going to do a Juice WRLD reaction.
All right. Well, boys, what are your first thoughts on Pop Smoke's Posthumous album?
Pop Smoke, the
Get
Woo.
this track list pulled up.
Honestly, man, I thought it was a pretty damn good track list from top to bottom. I mean, I think they were all... I mean, it was a no-skip album, in my opinion. It was pretty damn good from top to bottom.
Fire. Like, that really gained my attention, gained my respect 100%. I already even liked Pop. Like, most people, it's controversial because they're like, oh, this is all fake love because he's gone. But, like, since he first popped, we were pretty much on him because he was with Travis. So that's immediately going to give him my respect.
Sure.
Like, I'm going to pay attention.
I mean, that's what gained my attention, to be honest with you. When I saw him on, Jack Boys, yeah, I immediately thought, yep, this is a dude I definitely need to tune into.
So what do you guys think about, like, the album title, Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon?
I think it's a good little title.
Like, what do you...
I fucked with it. Now,
the title's good. Now, the cover art is for the controversy.
Yes, they could have done so much more with this cover art. I mean, I get it. It's a roast. It's a cool little... Yeah, 50 Cent posted all the
And it's like, it's dark, I guess. Like, it's understandable.
Well, I think this is the one that his mom wanted, like the rose. I think this is the one that she picked out. But the one that Virgil did at first was just...
That was trash.
No, that was bad.
And there was a reason why everybody went after him. There's a reason why the label stepped in and said, yep, sorry, Virgil, got to take this out. It's out of the running. And I mean...
It basically looked like Post Malone's album with the barbed wire mix.
Well, I think he maybe photoshopped that in a solid 5-10 minutes tops. I mean, he really didn't put much effort into that. I mean, he's got a lot of shit going on. Mind you, but, I mean...
What were some of y'all's favorite songs on the album?
So, I mean, I'd say kind of just starting from up at the top, like, Aim for the Moon, I mean, that's alright to me. Like, it's a good one to start off the album, for sure. It kind of gets the energy built.
Oh, so you didn't listen to Bad Bitch from Tokyo? The little intro?
No, I'm saying like after the intro, you know, it kind of builds for a good first single throughout it, and then for the night, I mean, let's hear it, Elijah.
Oh yeah, I mean that's when your song for the past.
Obviously, yeah, that was my favorite one from the beginning. But also,
what makes it your favorite? Why is it your favorite right off the bat?
For like DaBaby, I'm a big DaBaby fan, so he was on it. I mean, Lil Baby's he probably is the hottest in the game right now, so he's
okay.
Yeah, Lil Baby's
it's just a good song. They all snapped on it.
I mean, yeah. I'm not saying it's a bad song, but me personally, would I put it in my top 5? Probably not, because I'm telling you, there's a couple singles on here that slap. I mean, I'm talking slap. I think we can all agree, Gangsta's. His fucking little...
That's a tough.
Those are like my top 2. Like those, I would say those 2 are my top.
Man,
2.
he was.
I think Gangsta stuck with everybody.
And why did Gangsta stick in your head? Because of the little shit that he threw at Tekashi. I fucking love that. 100%. This ain't no rainbow head shit. And that man had the audacity to say, "Oh no, that's about Smoke Perp." No, who the fuck has the rainbow head, bud? You.
Exactly.
Obviously.
Perp does have rainbow.
Well, okay.
Shout out Perp, though.
Yeah, shout out Perp. I mean, I have respect for Perp, but Tekashi,
lyrically,
fuck out of here.
But back to Pop Smoke, though.
Yeah, I mean, I think Gangsta's was...
I know you feel some type of way about
nuts. Rocks. Oh, I love that. I love the little 50 influence in there.
Mood Swings was probably my number 1 favorite, just because like this whole album was an R&B side to pop.
Oh,
I think everyone can agree on that.
It showed he was versatile.
I think TJ's from Brooklyn as well, so I think that kind of like their voices clash.
My only complaint on the whole album. They didn't have A Boogie in it, bro.
I thought they would have, yeah.
Why did they not have A Boogie? Because in all honesty, if I was making this track list and I was the one producing, which obviously I wasn't, that was all 50, I wouldn't have thrown Roddy in there with him and 50 on the Woo. I would have thrown A Boogie and then 50 and Pop, because they're all from New York. They're all New York born and raised. I think that'd be cool as hell. That'd be a nice little homage to them.
If anything, like Roddy could have been on West Coast shit, because he's literally from the West Coast.
Exactly, yeah. He would have fit right in with that song. I'm not saying Roddy should have been off the album, but I don't think he should have been on that song per se.
And the one with Sway Lee, like that's it. It's a good energy, but it's...
I just don't think
Sway is not one of the ones that sticks out.
Yeah, Sway and Pop just don't, in my opinion,
it may not have been
clash
well, but still.
And
Got It On Me, his sample for 50, that was he killed that.
That was tough.
What do you guys think about like the whole R&B flips? Like, I honestly, like it's like 12 through 17, like from Enjoy Yourself to God and All.
Oh yeah,
I have no
12.
problem with it. That he wanted to go a different direction from drill, and he just wanted to show that he was versatile. And I think that's exactly.
And here's
I
my
think
thing.
that's where it
And
gets
why is that a
versatile.
bad thing to some people? Because Adam was on record saying that that's a bad thing for him switching
said
to
it
the
didn't do
R&B
it for
sound.
him,
It didn't do it. Like what? So you want to hear just straight drill out of this man? You don't want to hear anything else.
That's what I
People
said.
would get tired of that
for
shit.
sure.
I mean, there's a reason why DaBaby switched up his flow a little bit, like in his latest album, because everyone was on his shit that he couldn't switch up his flow, and he said,
Exactly.
"Fuck."
And that's like how Pop's past album has been. Like he was just he wasn't at that point to where he was about to get versatile yet. Like he might have even dropped one more album with still that energy.
I mean,
Still did like 250K in the first week.
yeah, and I love how they added.
crazy.
I love how
That's
they added
crazy.
Dior again on there, bro. That's that song in and of
Dior's
itself
amazing.
is pop.
And there's like
It's
an 8
pop.
song deluxe coming out too, so you can probably expect A Boogie to be on that one too.
Oh, for sure, for sure. But overall, what would you rate this 1 out of 10, boys?
Oh, I'm giving this one. Just because I know there's going to be more Pop Smoke albums to come, I'm giving this one an 8.5.
I'm definitely giving it a 9 at least because it was like you said, I've been playing it for the past couple days, just like and every song on there, it's like a no skips. Like either one, it's gonna.
For sure,
it's
for sure.
good.
For it being, yeah, it was a no skip album, and I think there were a lot of bangers on there. They all hit in some sort of
Quavo.
way. I think the only one
for sure.
that somewhat didn't hit with me, like y'all mentioned, Creature, really just didn't. I
I
don't know. I just don't think anything of that track.
Really,
Yeah,
the features,
overall-
him and Quavo, you can tell. Like whenever he said they had a lot of songs, like you can tell they were in the studio and one day and probably made most of those songs.
Exactly. And then like Tunnel Vision, the outro, like at the very end, it goes into that little interview scene, like that dialogue from it.
Mm-hmm. But overall, I give this 8.75. Not quite a 9, but right in the middle between.
Well, you make it technical there.
Oh, sorry. I mean, he made it 8.5. You made it 9.
8.5 is different from
Yeah.
8.75.
Yeah, come on.
I mean, I think
really
I think a
on
little
that.
more highly of it than you do. Clearly, I mean,
Alright.
damn.
Just give it a 9.
Just give it the 9 it deserves. Just give it the 9 it deserves.
But
I think that wraps up this review. Shout R.I.P. to Pop Smoke, man.
Yeah.
Great.
whoa.
The talent that
Oh,
was just taken away.
And I
too
wanted to
soon.
point out this. I'm almost positive there's going to be a documentary coming at some point.
And
I would
a
imagine-
movie.
I would
He's in a
imagine.
fucking
And
movie.
the people that his alleged killers are in custody, so
And could be facing the death penalty.
Right, that's still up there.
Yeah, love the sound of that.
Yeah.
Love it.
man, it's crazy that we have to. The 2 album reviews that we're doing of recent music drop, both artists have passed away.
Yeah.
Oh, I swear.
It's
So like what did you say? The posthumous
Posthumous album.
album. I don't even know how to say that.
Posthumous.
Posthumous.
At first, I thought it was
I
posthumous.
thought it was posthumous.
Yeah,
I've heard-
that's what
I've
I was
heard a lot
going
of
with
people
too.
say
Now
that.
But anyway, it's still it sucks, dude.
Yeah.
2 artists that we all I think,
2 amazing, versatile talents,
I
dude,
feel
bro.
that.
I mean, we saw in this record already. I mean, you go down and you look at Come and Go and Man of the Year. He switched it up with that rock scene, man. The fucking movie soundtrack shit. I love it. Loved it.
Oh yeah.
Marshmello
Great.
came in and killed
He
shit. I was
did.
surprised.
That's one of my top songs.
Oh,
This
yeah.
album.
But
And
going,
you gotta talk about like the intros and the interludes too.
dude,
Like
amazing.
There's so much that can be
Amazing.
said about it. Like
Probably one of the greatest freestylers of all time. I mean,
Oh,
he
100%.
would go in the booth and rap for hours upon hours.
No doubt.
Name another artist that can do that.
I'd say lyrically, like to that extent, the only people who are doing something like that on a one take freestyle, Eminem, Wayne, and Juice. That's it.
That's
all
it.
who had
That's damn near it.
who damn near had songs with him. Did Wayne? I don't think Wayne and him had a song, did they?
Unfortunately, I don't
They
think they
did.
did.
No, they
but
did on the feature.
Oh yeah,
The
yeah,
World
they did.
Goes
They did.
On,
What song was that?
It's called Oxy.
Oxy, yeah.
Okay.
And that's
Yeah.
and that's the unfortunate. I don't know. I think that's one of the most just unfortunate elements of his music, though, is the fact that he just harps on like just prescription drugs, codeine, all the
It's
just
real
addiction
stuff.
in
It's the stuff
general.
that he deals with. Like,
Exactly. I mean, and he's talked about in recent interviews, like, he's talked about how he was just put on it. He said it in songs even, like, how he was just put on it at a younger age, too. So he kind of got that addiction to it and then wanted to get off of it, but he didn't know how to function without it at that point.
And see, that's the thing, man. That's so sad, bro. Like that he even got to that point where he had. I mean, that was the only thing that actually gave him life.
I've been watching like Allie's Instagram lives, and like she talks a lot about his ex being like a reason, like she brought him like down really like far.
Yeah.
Relationship Starfire.
Wait. Wasn't it that chick that we saw in the vlog, the like, little redheaded girl that they were walking through the little shoe stop store? You know what I'm talking about? That was her. That must have been the ex.
She had brought him down so like low in life, like so.
But going through this track list, I can say honestly, this and the Pop Smoke album.
When Righteous came out, like that just. Like,
when Righteous came out.
That was tears right there.
Yeah, that was a good one to release first, right after his passing. Like that one just hit hard. And then after that, what was the next one that came out? I think it was "Tell Me You Love Me." The video for that came out.
Yeah, that hit.
That's one of the songs that I just wasn't necessarily. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad song by any means. I'm just saying. That was one of the songs that I would say was one of like the duds on the album, which it's not a dud. I'm not saying, like I said, it's not a bad song. I'm saying if I had to say it was a dud of the album, that would be the dud of the album.
I've heard more people say that too. I just think out of everything else that's on the album, it's probably one of the lower songs.
I've never been able to get on the trip.
Just because it got released earlier, that it's been out, so it's not going to get as many plays. But
I feel that, but
it's still elite.
I mean, you got to point out the banger. I think everybody likes Conversations.
Duh. That's a Wayne type of sound, bro. That was the
first one from the get-go.
Blood on My Jeans is probably one of my top.
I think that's the most slept-on one. A lot of people like it, but I still think it's a lot. I
just think in terms of lyrical value, it may not necessarily have what the other songs have when it comes to lyrical meaning, but it's I'm saying it's still a hard track. I love it, but
he's got his own unique. He was his own unique. Like that's what made him stand out so much. Like it's his.
He's a unique persona.
He was not afraid to put his emotions out there that he truly felt. And that helped other people.
I mean, that takes balls to say it on on record too. That takes some huge balls to do that.
Thug's been talking about him. Him being one of the greatest freestylers. Like he didn't even have to write all the time.
Even in that interview on the interview,
he said he's like that 06 to 09 one.
Yeah,
exactly. You could just tell him any subject, and then he can write. He can make it up and keep going, and it makes sense. Like for that long. That's crazy. We like to freestyle, but he...
For sure.
And let's be honest, most of the shit that we're freestyling about has no meaning or no connection to any of the other lyrics we're spitting at all.
Maybe just you, but...
Bro,
okay, let's not go there.
Let's be honest, bro. Me and Ethan can spaz when we want to.
Yeah, you think that. Okay. Let's go on. Life's a Mess, him and Halsey. That was a nice little combo.
You cannot skip over Hate the Other Side, bro.
Yeah.
Polo G and Leroy on that. Those are two guys real close to Juice. Polo G's from Chicago.
Polo G got that nice ass little tap for him too. I like
Juice is damn near the guy who discovered Leroy first, and then you can just hear both of them spit on there. Like you can just hear the pain. Like they both were so close to him at that point.
The Instagram Live from Heaven, that hit.
Yeah, tears were damn near streaming down the face at that point, bro. That hit hard, man. That was rough. But moving on, Life's a Mess. That was a damn good combo. Halsey and Juice on the record, both energies intertwined great together.
Sure.
Come and Go, another one by Marshmello. That's the biggest surprise of the album to me. Marshmello went crazy on this.
Either, honestly.
Marshmello did an amazing job.
I thought Fighting Demons was slept on. Like I think that's a really good song off there.
I just think it's the sad feel to it, but there's a lot of like guitar parts in this that really bring.
Oh, the acoustic was huge in this album.
Definitely could have been on that.
For sure.
And then Wishing Well, I think you could damn near make the argument that's one of the greatest Juice songs ever.
Fighting Demons and Wishing Well are two that I've heard everybody I've talked to about the album has pointed out either one of those.
Yeah, the animated music video for that was perfection too. Whoever made that, God bless your soul.
It was like Grade A Productions or something like that.
Shit was fire. Loved it.
And then Up and Away is one that it didn't stick with me as much as that. I Won It's also one. Those two didn't really stick with me as much just playing it through, but they're both still really good songs.
Stay High, amazing. Love it.
Can't Die.
Yeah, the last leg of the album, 18 through 21.
Right after that second interlude is insane, yeah. And then Man of the Year, overall, like that's kind of like that punk. It's the punk feel. That's the one that's really different from every other song on the album, and it's the last one right before the outro. Like, what do you think? What do you think that they put it down there for?
I mean, here and this is one of my only questions about this album too. At the very end, whenever he is speaking from heaven, why would you ever even think to make a clip like that? Like, he had to have known
That's what
death
I'm
was
saying.
around
Like,
the corner.
when
bro.
was that recorded?
That is so. It
I thought about that
gave
too.
me chills up and down my spine just hearing him say that.
I felt
like,
bad about like wishing well, like he talking about revealing his biggest secret, like that.
And like that's
Yeah.
really
and-
revealing everything.
and
And
like
like
I said,
anybody-
it takes some guts to say that shit in the
Exactly.
booth. Like, what
And like
the fuck?
anybody who's listening to him, like it's a common theme throughout a lot of his past albums, a lot of his past singles, like a lot of his past SoundCloud songs, like a lot of those major songs that build him up say some stuff like that. Like it was just something that he was going through, and ended up taking him out.
Sure did. I don't know if the week thing hasn't ended, so I think they're trying to get it to break the streaming record.
Oh,
I think it very well could.
It
Because you got to think from
Go
Friday.
Go run up Juice's
Yeah, go
album.
run up Juice's
Yeah.
album.
Stream it on
because
all platforms.
I think they said it was at 475K.
Yeah,
And,
It's unreal.
and it's still got some time.
That's
It'll
damn near
reach
Michael
500.
Jackson numbers. Like, he's up there.
They said Pop and Juice's albums were two of the biggest posthumous albums like since Michael Jackson's death.
Has to be.
And that was that This Is It?
Mm-hmm.
I know we looked that up.
Yeah, that This Is It album did fucking
Mhm.
numbers,
J.
bro.
Cole-
And that just says something about these two. That says something about what the rap culture is right now. Like how big of an influence these two
Oh,
were.
rap is running
How
the
big
game
of
right
an
now.
influence rap is right now to people our age in America, our
It's running the
generation,
world.
everybody.
Yeah, rap is running our generation.
Mhm.
I think everybody should know that by now. But
And I also did see something not too long ago about a Juice World documentary coming out too.
that's
Yeah,
gonna
that's
be
gonna
another.
J. Cole's
And
awesome.
I'd really like to see.
J.
Yeah.
Cole's releasing his album, so I would expect maybe Juice to be on that, or when the deluxe comes out for this,
Mhm.
maybe them have a song together too.
Yeah, I could see that.
All right, boys, rank this album 1 to 10. What do you got?
10.
Yeah, I gotta say 10 too.
I'm gonna go with 10. that hit on a different level. I mean, yeah, it's a posthumous
Yeah.
album. It's supposed to, but it did.
And I think
he
the
left
big
behind
thing
2,000 unreleased songs, so like
for sure, like
He's
He's
gonna
probably got.
they
That's
said
probably
they-
an under exaggeration, bro. Like
they
they're
did-
probably just underselling that. He's probably got
Pop
way more
Smoke's
than that.
DJ also said that he left behind like over 400.
yeah, you already know that they're coming out with more albums. Like Bibby clarified, he already confirmed that Juice is gonna be dropping more albums. There's gonna be more albums.
Yeah, and
coming out.
Ali even confirmed it
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that. That's gonna be something good for the future. Who knows how long? I bet that could be a couple years.
Yeah,
I bet
but
that could be a couple more years.
well, and I'm here for the long haul for it.
And,
Okay?
I'm here for it. Like
Yeah.
I want to see that longevity build. I don't want people to forget both of these guys. Like even when we're older, like
Well-
we're gonna be playing this stuff.
Well,
still,
let's be
you know?
real. They won't forget Juice.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Pop. I mean, Pop
Legends
may be a
never
little bit
die.
of a different
Legends
story, just
never
because. I mean,
Exactly. And
Legends
on that,
never die.
yeah,
Literally, straight up.
you're right. Well, boys, that wraps it up.
You got anything else? What else we got coming?
Well,
another vlog coming next weekend.
Fuck yeah.
We're gonna have some fun and
we're gonna have some fun, man, on
But
Lake
until
and Road.
then, man, bet on yourself. No matter what you do, go after it. Don't be afraid.
yeah,
Fuck
just
yeah.
keep going after that one thing you want to chase in life. Just keep chasing that goal.
Always bet on yourself.
Always